Hey, what's up, guys? My name's iirix. Today I'm going to be showing you a deck I've been working on for Standard. It is Bant Collected Company. It's something that I talked to my friend about, and he says has had a lot of success. We did see one of them in the Pro Tour Top 8 not too long ago, and I think it was second place. I don't quite remember, but I didn't want to build this deck because it did well in a Pro Tour, so I'm not 100% sure. But I put it together because A, it's what I had most of the pieces of when I built it, and B, I've always been a fan of Bant, so yeah, I figured why not. And it's actually really aggressive when it wants to go. It is Bant Collected Company. So, I mean, if you don't get your collected company, it's not as good, obviously, but that doesn't make it bad. So, it's kind of a tempo deck, I suppose. Some people have called it tempo, some call it aggro. I don't know. I just call it Bant Company. So, we got the sideboard over there. You get started with the deck. Now, I do want to say before I get too far into this, I have not taken this to a standard tournament yet. I just got the last few pieces I've been missing, and I'm going to take it out in a few days. There's a standard tournament going on in my local shop. So, to start out, I got it all sorted out. So, we're going to start with white. I got 3 Bygone Bishops. It's something that some people are criticizing me for putting in the deck. But the way I see it, it's 3 converted mana cost. It's a 2/3 flying. So, you can hit it with company. And it's flying, which I don't have a whole lot of in here. And when you cast a creature spell with converted mana cost 3 or less, you get to investigate. And I'll show you in a bit why that's a little bit more important than just getting clues. So we got 3 Bygone Bishop, 2 Avacyn Archangels. Sorry, I got some glare there. Well, I guess that glare is not that bad. You can still see, I suppose. But 2 Avacyn Archangel. 3 is what some people are saying they play, but I'm good with 2. We got 2 Declaration in Stone. I'm looking to get 2 more, but I think 2 is good enough for now because the deck doesn't need a lot of removal, since it uses creatures to kind of help with that. But Declaration in Stone is very nice. And then we got the basic plains. There's 3 of those. On the blue, there's 2 Jace Vryn's Prodigy because he's stupid expensive, and I was only able to get 2 at the time. But he's really nice. If I had another, I'd bump it up to 3. I think 4 might be a little bit much, but that's because I have a heavy creature count. So then we got 3 islands on the green. Green's the heaviest part of the whole deck. There's 3 Duskwatch Recruiters. He's very nice. I don't think I've ever really used him flipped over. He's 1 in a green for a 2/2. 2 in a green, look at the top 3, and you can take a creature out of there, reveal it, and put it in your hand, the rest on the bottom of the deck. He flips over to a creature, it's a 3/3, and if he's in play, your creature spells cost 1 less to cast. So I think I like him a lot more on the front side, but the back side isn't bad either. Next we got Sylvan Advocate, apparently 3 of. I thought I had 4, but 3 of in the deck. Is a very nice card because 2 for a 2/3 Vigilance is very nice value. If you happen to have 6 lands in play, he's a 4/5 Vigilance. That makes your land creatures that much better. And I do have the blue-green man lands in here. So, yeah, 3 of those. I should probably make it 4 while I'm thinking of it. There we go, just kind of there, so I can set it in there after this. I thought I had 4. Then we got Nissa, Vastwood Seer. I got 2 of those. Nissa doesn't need too many explanations. She's really nice. And you can hit her with Collected Company, so, perfect. We got 3 Tireless Trackers. I really like him. He's 3 for a 3/2. When a land comes to play, you can investigate, and when you sacrifice a clue, put a +1/+1 counter on him. I really like Tireless Tracker in combination with the Bygone Bishop. It can get stupid ridiculous how fast your Tireless Tracker will grow. If you just have 2 Tireless Trackers down at the same time and you play, say, an Evolving Wilds, it just gets so stupid. And even if he wouldn't get powered up, just like the Bygone Bishop, it'd just make clues. It'd still be really nice because in those long grindy games, you don't have wasted mana, or you can look at it like there are more tools coming in. You probably not outrace, but outlast the opponent. Onto Collected Company, obviously a 4-of since the deck is Bant Collected Company. I think we all know what Collected Company does at this point. It's been around for a while. And we got 3/4. Onto the multicolor, there's 4 Reflector Mages. I like this one a lot. I think it's better than Bounding Krasis because you bounce a creature and makes them have to recast it. If they happen to have any enchantments or +1 counters, you can, reset that. Bounding Krasis just taps creatures. The plus side of Krasis is you can untap one of your creatures if necessary, but I definitely like Reflector Mage more, so there's 4 of those. Bounding Krasis, I have 3. He does have 1 more power and flash, but, still, I prefer 4 Reflector Mages. I do have 1 Dragonlord Dromoka. I'm debating getting a Dragonlord Ojutai in here, because, yes, it's too big for Collected Company, but you don't always want to rely on lots of small creatures. Sometimes you want something big, and I do have him in here because he can't be countered, and your opponents can't cast spells during your next turn. I really like that part. It's a kind of anti-control, so that looks better for me. The Flying Lifelink is just gravy. Then we have 4 Dromoka's Command, because why not? I think it's one of the best pieces of removal that I have access to in these colors. So there's 4 of those, lots of different options on there. Multicolored lands, there's 4 Canopy Vistas, 2 Prairie Streams. There's a Yavimaya Coast, which will turn into a Prairie Stream when I happen to get a 3rd one. 4 Lumbering Falls, and then 4 Evolving Wilds. And yes, for Flare, they are all different arts. Because why not? So there's the deck. Sideboard. The sideboard's kind of, I don't really know what to go for on the sideboard, so I kind of just took some stuff that I thought would look good in the deck and mashed it all into a pile. It turned out to be like 80 cards. The sideboard is mostly just cards I thought would work in it, but in the end didn't make the final cut. So I have 4 Gideon Ally of Zendikar in. There's 3 Den Protectors, 4 Deathmist Raptors, a Tireless Tracker, Nissa Voice of Zendikar, and then my tokens. This Nissa represents my flip. But yeah, and then Clue tokens. So, sideboard, not so strong, but I'm working on it. I don't want to... That's what I think I would have on the board, but I need to go play an actual tournament and see what's going on. I've only seen in my local game store, having been to no tournaments in this current form of Standard, I have seen that Black-Green Seasons Pass is being played. There's a Blue-Red Mill going around, and my buddy's playing Bant Company. That's all I've really seen so far. So I don't know what to go for in the sideboard, but I think that this is a good way to go because the way I'm looking at it is Sylvan Advocate isn't part of it, but Gideon for those games where, it's kind of a mirror match. Get either, tokens, or I can use him to make my creatures get an emblem. Not an emblem. Oh, I can't think of the name. Get his emblem so that... an Anthem. Anthem, that's the one I want. I like Den Protector for getting back Collected Company. I do have the 2 Jason here. Almost always will do the minus... I think it's minus X, and then, the convert mana cost is equal to the minus. And then Deathmist Raptor I like a lot because he's 3 for a 3/3. Death Touch. He can't come back from the grave if I flip stuff, and I'm feeling like most of the time if I'm going to put in Deathmist Raptors, I'm going to put Den Protectors back in as well. So there's flipping, getting Deathmist back. I feel like that'd be powerful. Tireless Tracker just 4 in the total setup because why not? And then this Nissa... I like because you can do +1 counters on each creature you control. So it's kind of the same argument for Gideon, but it also makes tokens, and then it goes up to where you can use the -7 if you just keep making her tokens off her. Gideon, he just makes tokens for 0, so, it's kind of just looking at it like, I have 7 of these kinds of Planeswalker in here. That's my thinking on it, so that's what... my Bant Collected Company deck is. I will be taking it to a Standard tournament this Friday, so I will be putting up the video for that Probably the next day. If not, give me a full day before I go and do it, because I might be busy on Saturday. But I will definitely sit down and talk about it with my new thing. Not so new, because it's something I wanted to do originally on the channel. Talking about the environment for draft and standard. I don't play a lot of modern, but yeah, it's kind of like just pointing out things that I've played, things I've done, things I've learned, other decks I've seen, and so that way anybody who happens to be playing this deck or wants to play the deck, they can kind of go like, okay, well, this is what's going on. And yeah, so check that out. Once that video goes up, I'll have the link in the description of this video, so subscribe to the channel if you want to see that and you get the notification when it comes out, or be one of the people watching it like 4 or 5 days after this video is published, and then check the link in the description. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.